Welcome to Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports, where we strip away the fluff and get straight to the heart of the game. From the hottest plays on the court to the controversies off it. We're breaking it all down with unfiltered takes and raw honesty. No sugarcoating, no holding back. Just real talk for real fans. Let's get into it.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing this evening? Welcome to the Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports. I am your host, Keisha, with my boy Duval as my co-host. How you feeling, Duval? I feel like I hear echo.
It can't be for me, but
No, I'm talking about me. But keep going.
but sorry to hear that. That's okay. But yeah, I'm all right. Like I said, we got a great show tonight. Hope we could talk what we did last night. Like I said, that was a interesting show, to say the least.
Yes, it was crazy last night. It's gonna get even crazier tonight. What's up, Dre Stewart? What's up, Live, Laugh, Love? What's up, June Brown? June say you better be nice, Devon. What's up, Denise Sweet? What's up, man? How y'all feeling tonight? I'm gonna let some of y'all come on in the building. Get comfortable. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports, please hit the subscribe button. Van said the ending was fire. What was we doing? I can't remember.
Basically, I basically told you that Rob Parker one Viagra away from saying the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
He said, "Look, he's still living. You was over there. Oh yeah, I remember. You was over there singing Negro spirituals.
Ready to the water. I was saying go see the king, but I wasn't gonna do that follow up tonight. But yeah, I just don't just be honest with at the stage of his life, him and all that hateration. You know what I'm saying? His blood pressure could go high, his blood could get thick, and then he could go see the king.
Over there, I'm so sick of this and I'm sick of that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right, Rob. Like they don't have drama in every other sport.
Hold on, let me ask. Auntie Fee, you said the show kicked you out. Why?
What kicked you out?
She said the show kicked her out last night. I don't know how.
No, really? I wouldn't put nothing past YouTube, but I didn't kick you out, Auntie Fee.
No,
Not at all.
I dedicate my last segment to you, Auntie Fee. If you heard the show last night.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
My apologies, Auntie Fee, that you went through that. But I know it wasn't me or Keisha. I promise you that.
No, it wasn't us at all. We was now. I would have thought they would have kicked out the ball with all that bad singing he was doing. But
Yeah.
if it kept him on, it should have kept you on. So
Yeah.
I don't know, V. I don't know. I'm sorry that happened to you. I really am sorry. Hey, Devon.
Yeah.
Your girl is out there still on vacation. She wasn't on the orange carpet tonight.
Nah, she ain't doing all that. She feels some type of way, and rightfully so. You talking about betrayal in epic proportion, as far as people that you felt like should have respected how you feel, didn't respect how you feel. You talking about somebody named Sandy, and this could be a quick take, and this is why I didn't speak on last night that I should have spoke on, because I should have added this to the equation. You talking about a lady that has a great relationship with Teaspoon. You would have thought that would have gave her enough empathy and sympathy for you to speak on Angel's pain and hurt in behalf as well. And I think Angel probably feel hurt because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm Angel, I'm looking at Becky Hammond sideways for two reasons. First of all, what's up?
No, I thought you was talking about Brandella, but I was just saying that you
I
was
don't talk
talking about
about.
you was talking about Becky Hammond. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
said Becky. I was gonna look at Becky sideways for 2 reasons. But I ain't talking about Sandy at this point. I think she feel how she feel with Sandy. She just numb to that. But I think she feel more hurt by Becky for 2 reasons. Like I said, if I'm her, I'm looking at you like, one, you kick Kenny Carter off your team with no explanation.
Right? Don't say nothing. Didn't
But
say
you
a
can say
word.
something. You can say something about this situation that ain't had nothing to do with you or your team.
Mm-hmm.
But you kick Kenny Carter off your team without any explanation. Hell, you didn't have this same energy for Chelsea Gray and what she had gone through online. And so that'll make me feel some type of way. And then you not extending that same grace to me publicly will
Mm.
make me feel some type of way. And you have a great relationship with Teaspoon. Y'all best of friends. I would think that you would have the
Mm.
mentality and the audacity to know that I'm like a daughter to this lady, and you don't give me the same grace. Cause what Becky could have said was, hey, I'm gonna extend my grace and love to both individuals. Angel is a great woman. Teaspoon think the world's of her. Sandy, I worked with her for over a decade when it comes to coaching. I
Mm-hmm.
think she ain't mean no ill will about it. Hopefully one day I can get these 2 women in the same room or on the same phone line, and maybe we can have a conversation if
Right.
needed. And she could have said it like that, and it would carry across like you show empathy for both sides. But what happened is it seemed like you just show empathy for Sandy. So
Yeah.
if I'm Teaspoon, I'm wondering, hey, well, what's good?
You know, that's why it's always great to talk to other people and get their perspectives involved. Because I did not think about it from the teaspoon aspect of it, and 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 Becky Hammond out here talking about everybody name. She uh, coming to coming to her friend's defense, in which I don't knock her for coming to her friend's defense. You know, the coaches. You know how it is in sports. Coaches have a fraternity too.
Mm-hmm.
Sorority or whatever you want to call it. They have a fraternity too and have respect for each other, especially if they played and coached, which Becky Hammond and Sandy Brondello did. So I'm pretty sure they got a real relationship. But I didn't look at it from the aspect of you still have a relationship with Teaspoon as well, and you don't you don't say nothing about Kennedy Carter. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring up something.
And just
Just
see,
while we in the quick takes page, I'm gonna bring
yo,
up something I want you to react to because it just seems like yeah, Becca Hammond was talking a whole bunch of stuff, but she ain't never answered the questions we really wanted her to answer. Go ahead.
and my part is this is when it comes to Becky Hammond. It's like yes, you have a culture relationship and a fraternity with Sandy Bandello. Nobody's knocking that,
Mhm.
but Teaspoon is your best friend. From what we have been told,
Mhm.
Teaspoon is your best friend. I would think that would be on a whole different level than whatever culture respect that you have for another peer of yours. So I would think that's not saying you had to automatically take Angel's side, but I would have addressed it publicly with a sensitivity to make sure and I cover her feelings too. Instead of just, leaning everything on Sandy Vandella like she's the true victim, which is not the case. She is not the true victim.
Mhm.
She the one that opened her mouth and said something that she was unqualified to say under those circumstances.
Mhm.
They said, and they always say, kids, drunks, and angry people tell their own truth. And she spoke while she was angry.
Yeah, of course.
She should have understood or even had the mindset of those refs are hot mics. Because she could have said all she wanted to say and walked to the other side of the court and nobody would have heard her. And came back to the ref after you decompressed and really had a conversation.
Mhm.
She, like I said, this lady been in this been in this league or in this United States of America for 27 years, so she know the racial tension of this country. So you cannot say certain things that even sound remotely offensive, especially to African American women that has gone through the racial disrespect from not only her race but other races since Lord knows when. That just, what I'm saying, it don't take a genius, it don't take somebody that had to go to school and learn about it at an African American museum to know the history of what African Americans have gone through. I would think she would have the common sense to really put two and two together. It don't take a genius that put that, to perspective.
Well, you know how it is when you angry or upset, you ain't putting nothing together. You just running your mouth.
Yep, and that why the truth can't have been revealed,
Hmm.
cause she just ran her mouth. So that's why in from that aspect, it's I understand why Angel just stand away. I think if she was teaspoon coach, she would have been here yesterday.
Mm. Well, she gotta show up tomorrow, so
Yeah, she is.
yeah, and she will. I will say this, Becky Hammond. I guess we can just go ahead on and say, quick take. I saw this the other day. You probably saw it too.
Mm.
But so I guess this is it for Kennedy Carter.
Yeah, she got some one-on-one tournament thing.
Like so,
Now she a sideshow, cause she ain't coming back in the W. I'm just gonna be honest about that, Keisha.
so we just is
It's done. It is done. I've been said this. Kennedy
so
Carter only hope is Teaspoon herself get a job, which I believe going to happen with the next 3 coaching cycles.
so instead of Becky Hammond answering those questions,
No.
because she could have chose not to answer the question about Sandy Brondello, just like she did about Kennedy Carter. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's safe to assume that we won't see Kennedy Carter this season no more, since she out here doing one on ones.
Yes, it's done for her. It done so. And that's why, like, it gonna be pretty interesting when Angel do come there tomorrow. Do Teaspoon go to their practice?
Yeah, Teaspoon in the building already. She there.
She got to be there because she's GM for one of the teams.
Hmm.
But it gonna be pretty interesting if she come to Beckenham practice and those 3 have a conversation. But if I'm Angel, I wouldn't want to hear nothing that Beckenham don't want to say, because if for nothing else, if you can speak on Sandy Bandela pain publicly, you can speak on my pain publicly. Don't speak on my pain privately, and then don't speak on my pain privately and be silent to me publicly. No, you can't do it like that.
Uh, yeah, when I saw this, I was like, well, it is over. Okay.
Or she could have easily said, hey, when she was at that press conference, hey, me and Sandler had a private conversation. I'm just going to keep that between us because, like I said, this is a sensitive subject and this is not something I'm ready to talk about publicly. Could have said just like that.
Mm.
So,
Nope. She wanted to make sure Sandy knew she supported her. And that's what you call a choice. That was a choice that she wanted to make in that particular, instance. So it is. I mean, like you say, side eyes. I don't know what else to say, Devon.
yeah, let me make one correction.
Mm.
Yeah, she was at the commentator's desk, so it could have been the commentator's mic that heard Sandy Vandella said what she said instead of.
Oh, it was the commentator mics?
Yeah, it could have been
Mm.
instead of the ref. I thought it was the ref mics, but like I said, AC Cha Cha, of course, he feels
I
otherwise.
didn't.
So
Because do the refs even have mics?
they do. Remember how they have to They also, when they talk on them, mic, when they give out them like reviews, they also have their own little small mic.
Yeah, but I do know there be mics at the scores table because you know when the refs go over there
Yeah, they got to do
to
their reviews.
do the challenges and all that stuff, they always lean into that mic. That's what made me. So when people were saying ref had a mic, I was like, well, why are they doing all that leaning into the mic at the table?
Yeah,
You know,
they got the mic for the arena, but then they got small mics for themselves.
I got you. And that mic at the score table is the one for the arena
Yeah.
at the time. I got you. Either way it goes, she got no matter where she got it, she got caught on the hot mic, and
Yes.
it is what it
Yeah.
is what it is. You know, at this particular juncture. But anyway, Kennedy
That's
Carter
why.
is 1-on-1, y'all.
That's why part of me feel like it was the rough mic that she got caught on because remember when she started saying something shit, she was walking away. And that scores table might went caught all day, I don't believe. Cause remember
Yeah,
when she said special species and she said I'm sick of this shit or something like that. And when she said I'm sick of this shit, she was walking away the other way. But maybe that score that like I said that on scores table might maybe that's strong. They caught all that. But I seen her walking away when she was saying that part.
I didn't even think about this too. I was looking at what MSL said in the chat. Yeah, this is All Star Weekend. Why would they put this anyway? I'm talking about Kennedy Carter.
I didn't know it was on. I didn't know it was on Saturday.
Yeah, it's on Saturday. Now that I'm actually looking at the date, I'm like, oh, MSL, that's right. Ain't nobody watching this.
Yeah, nobody watching that. It'd be no different than what's it called? Krishan Rock is
Krishan
fight.
Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she fighting somebody.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, on a boxing match, but I don't know if it's I don't know when the boxing match is. I know they just had the weigh in and so like she ain't like
Ain't nobody doing that. But anyway, when I saw this, I said, okay, well, yep, Kennedy Carter can't guard her.
yeah.
Oh well.
Mhm.
If I was her,
So,
I wouldn't even do nothing like this. I'd go back overseas. But that's just me.
but I think the overseas leagues are over right about now. I think they starting like September.
That's true. But I
Yeah, I
wouldn't.
think
But I wouldn't have done that.
me neither. I think I think the only league that probably could be going on at this time is remember she did the Saudi league in like June or something like that.
Hmm.
Last year.
Mm.
I wonder if she thinks she's blackballed, will she finally speak on what really happened?
I mean, at some point, you might as well go and lay it out bare, right?
Yeah. Cause this could be your career at stake. Cause like I said, I think she blackballed unless T Swoop get a job.
Mm. All right.
Cause all you have to do is think about this. Somebody with her talent, she got waived. Nobody ain't pick her up yet.
I just don't. Wow, man. Somebody with so much talent. It's just. I don't know.
That's why I said somebody would have picked her up by now. I don't think she ain't gonna get picked up this year or she ain't gonna get picked up ever again. Barring that Teaspoon get a job somewhere where she could have opportunity to pick on her own people.
Yeah.
Which I think could have a good chance of happening because the more Chicago dirty laundry comes out, when it comes to, I think it really vindicates her. It really vindicates her time and her year in Chicago. It's just like I said again, the more stuff comes out, the more it kind of vindicates how she was treated there. and there might be a team or two that feel like she never got a fair shake. And let's not act like there's not a slight pressure of the WNBA teams to finally hire African American women coaches, because there's no women coaches in the league. There's just white men and I think 2 black men as coaches in the league. No women, and so I think that could also be favorable to her as well. They're gonna want to get an African American woman coach to coach. You know what I'm saying? One of these next 3 teams: the Rockers, the Shock, and whatever the team, the Philadelphia team that's in 2030 that's coming out. And who knows what might be, who knows how they might approach this when it comes to Houston. The Houston Common, they might want a different coach as well instead of the foreigner coach that's in Connecticut now.
Well, we'll see. She ran out of spots, but we gonna see, Chad. Let's get it. You look, it's just bumming me out. Let's let's get into something else because she's too talented to be out of the league, but she can't. And Becca Hammond should have answered that damn question when they asked her what happened with Kennedy Carter. But anyway, we're gonna move along. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come in the door. Please hit that like button. Well, you want to get into some WNBA teams?
Yes, yes.
All right.
And for us, the brief turn to comment, we're going to get to that. Y'all just calm down. Follow the show, kick your feet up and relax. Eat some popcorn.
Not the popcorn.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's get to these mid-season grades that ESPN put out for all 15 teams. First half MVPs for all 15 teams. What is this crazy stuff that's coming up? I can't stand these. All right. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. I think y'all can see it, but hey, there we go. It's a little bigger than me. All right, Minnesota Lynx, they give an A+, Duval.
I agree.
I agree with the A+. They also say they giving Olivia Miles the first half MVP, front runner to win Rookie of the Year. Olivia Miles is already one of the league's most exciting players. The number 2 draft pick is averaging 19.6 points a game, 6 assists, and has scored 20 or more points 11 times. On Monday, she scored 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. I don't have no problem with none of this they said. What you think?
She changed the projections of the team season this year. She like I said at the beginning of the year, I thought they was gonna do a soft rebuild because I thought their team just ran out of gas. They ain't have a second gear, especially with Fee being out. But she changed the projection of that team to the point where they could be a championship level team without Fee. But with Fee, it's over for the lead. She the reason why that now Fee back, teams gonna have to make a trade to compete. Teams can't just stay status quo and think they could just beat Minnesota as if. It's not realistic.
You know another thing, Devon? I also thought, remember when he was talking about the soft rebuild? I also thought this was probably Nafisa Kaya's last year in a Lynx
No more.
jersey, but
Not
now
more.
with the emergence of Olivia Miles, I think she'd be crazy to leave.
She had to stay. She has that stupidity to go anywhere otherwise. She not only that woman extend your team's career, your team's window and career of players that we thought maybe was kind of on the downside. Because like I said again, Courtney Williamson really owes her All-Star bid to Olivia Miles because I don't think she would have went to the All-Star. Olivia Miles wasn't on that team. I think she wouldn't have had an All-Star season. So.
Yeah, man, I remember. I'm just telling you, man. You know, because Fee is just on a 1 year deal and she didn't drop hints. But I would say this: if she leave, that would be idiotic to me. But to each his own. I don't know.
Only way I can see Fee leaving at this point, she want to go to a certain city.
Maybe.
Maybe she want to play in New York.
Or
Maybe you know
something.
what I'm saying. Maybe she like the. I don't even know if Dallas can afford Fee at this time, but I also say maybe she like to play in that Dallas offense because that Dallas offense getting given Jessica Sheffield career years. So maybe she like to play in that type of style of offense, but I don't even see how Dallas could do that at this time because who Jessica Sheffield she stayed at the 5, then who plays the 4 right now?
Uh, right now,
Is it Seagrass?
no. Well, she no. Seagrass comes off the bench. She don't really like Seagrass like that. Um, she only played like 15, 16 minutes a game. So right now, let me see. He been going back and forth. He'll have Jessica Shepard at the 4, have Lee Rue at the 5, or sometimes he'll have Alana Smith in there. He just go back and forth between the bigs. None of them are full time except for Jessica Shepard. She's always on the floor.
Okay.
But you can tell he not really into any of the bigs. He thought it was gonna be Alana Smith, and
Yes.
you know what happened with that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's pretty much. And oh, that's the other girl. I forgot. I forgot about Chocolate Drop. AK.
Okay.
Awak Kuer. She's 6'6", the little
Yeah.
um
She
tall
had a
limber.
she had a
Built
good
like
game against Nas Hillman. That I want to say the first or second time. Yeah, second time.
yeah, built like Cam Bree,
Yeah,
kind of body type.
she had like 16 points against Nas Hillman that second
Yeah,
game.
she plays the 5. Jessica Sepper usually plays the 4, or when AK goes, I call her AK. When she goes out the game, she might slide to the 5, and then they go small because they got them guards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've even seen but for some reason, Maddie Seagrass, he don't really. She's not like she can't move like that. But anyway,
Hmm. We move on
with
to the next team.
the next team is Golden State Backwards. They get an A plus.
Rightfully
Uh,
so.
yeah, they say the Backwards have the best defense in the league, 100.9 defensive rating, and they limit opponents to a league low 76 points per game. Their first half MVP is Gabby Williams. She has fit seamlessly with the Backwards this season. Her impact starts with her defense, of course, as she often takes on the toughest defensive assignment and leads the team in steals, which is 1.7. But her two-way presence is how Williams truly makes her MVP case. She is averaging a career high of 14.8 points and is often the player the Valkyrie offense goes through. I don't have no complaints about them getting an A plus, and I don't have any problem with Gabby Williams. I mean, Kayla Thornton has struggled since coming off that injury. Um, Veronica Burton has been phenomenal though. The first half of the season. Um, to me, she's the one that steadies them, Duvall.
Yeah.
And Salon coming off the bench, hitting them threes, has been really good. And it has afforded Nakasi the flexibility to put anybody back and forth in the paint. You know, sometimes she go with a me here, sometimes Salon helps out, but everything starts with Gabby. So
Um, I would say that I think she should be the first half MVP for that team.
mhm.
I think her being the defensive player of the year is overrated. I think Angel being better defensively and every matchup across the board. I think she should have a better defensive team. That's not Angel's fault, but I get why they might hold that against Angel because the team defense used to be second. I don't know what it is ranked currently.
Fourth.
So fourth. So yeah, so now that just But yeah, that's disappointing. Cause Angel have more moments than Gabby when it comes to defensive moments throughout the first half of the season, and Angel been doing a better job shutting down her opponent than Gabby. All across the board, Angel fifth in steals just like Gabby is, but second in rebounding, and Gabby's not ranked. And she used to be top 25 in block, but I think she slipped on the block department big time. I'm talking Angel. She ain't have a block in the past like few games. So, but Angel been better than Gabby defensively. But once again, I understand why she's the first half MVP of the Valkyries because they are a great defensive team.
Y'all know how this works, Chad and Duvall. Alana Smith was the defensive player of the year.
Because teams get
Mainly
defense.
mainly because the Lynx were the number one team in defense last year.
And Fee got the same treatment the year before.
Yes. So y'all know how this works. The team's success defensively usually propels that defensive player of the year candidate.
You got money in the check, Keisha.
Okay. So y'all, that's how they work in the WNBA. Might not be fair, but it's what they do.
Yeah, that's
All
what
right.
made them.
Thank you, Kappa, for the $5 super chat.
You ain't play your thing.
Oh hell no! Huh, I forgot I was all into the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Kappa, you don't need Duvall to be out here on no carpet with you. He said for my buddy Duvall, I saw two of my all stars on the orange carpet. I haven't seen AR5 yet.
Like I was saying, Cap, earlier, my brother. I know you just came in. Angel's not coming. She feel away. I think what Becky said, you know what I'm saying, she's not cool with that. And one thing about Angel, she's not one of those people that fake. She don't play fake nice. She don't do the political game. If she don't feel you or F with you, you gonna know about her actions and just her words that she felt some type of way towards you.
You know what though? I don't think so, Duvall. You know why I'm gonna tell you that? I don't think she didn't come last year.
Yes, she did. The one in Indiana, yes, she did. She was on the carpet with Kiki. I'm telling you, I watched it.
For the first night?
The red carpet thing, yes. It's footage out there. Add to chat. She came on the carpet with Kiki. Her and Kiki was on the carpet. Cause it was I want to say who was the host last year? Cause it was a former WNBA player and a white girl. That was in Indiana, right? Yeah. Angel came last year because Angel has this like this pantsuit outfit, I believe, or something like that.
Right. You're right.
I remember I watched it. I ain't watched it this year, but I watched it last year.
But what does being with the other ladies got to do with Becca Hammond? Because I don't even think she there.
But my thing is, I think when you feel some type of way, you don't want to. I think ideally she don't want to go no more. But I think she's just trying to go at the last minute. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, when you feel the type of way about a situation, you go to the things that you feel like you have to go to and not things that you want to go to. And the part of it could be about, Chicago Sky, the city itself. Not that she got in ill will towards the city, but how the organization treated her and stuff like that. It just, though, that could factor as well. I'm not in Angel mind, but it could just be a multitude of things that maybe make her just stay away.
I don't even think Becca Hammond there. At least I haven't seen her. I've seen Teaspoon.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think Becky ain't. I think she ain't coming to the last minute. Cause like I said, if she was on Teaspoon team, like if she was on Teaspoon team and Cheryl Reeves was, cause Cheryl Reeves coached on the other side. I think if she was on Teaspoon team and Cheryl Reeves was a coach, she'd been here already. I believe that. I think she would already be here.
I still don't know what that got to do with hanging with the ladies.
Maybe, like I say again, Maybe she
I,
started to see some of these
I
ladies.
think I think she might just want to spend another day with her man.
Could be, but she spent a lot of days with her man already. He live in Atlanta just like she live in Atlanta.
But you when you go, well, I don't know about y'all, but when you go on vacation and your last day was Sunday, you want to spend them 4 days. You don't want to come back them 3 days. 3 days ain't enough. You need four. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, cause like I said, you said what it had to do with those ladies. Maybe she feel like those ladies ain't speak up for her like they should have.
Okay, so now she upset with
I
Leash
don't know. I'm not in that lady
dying
head.
out.
We speculate just like everybody else. I don't know, Keisha. I just
Yeah,
don't.
I'm just wondering, like, cause Ryan Leash is there chilling,
At least you don't just got that today. I seen the video of them on
Yeah,
I don't know if it's Instagram video or TikTok video, but they showed the video of Ryan Howard and Lisa Gray looking like, saying broke roommates from New York,
I
going to the
like what
All Star
they,
game.
I like what they had on, but they did look like they was broke down in the airport.
Yeah. And they said Angel, Angel got her Barbie party, which probably is tomorrow. Yes, so she.
I I got a different theory.
Hmm.
I think she might didn't want to mess around with them buds.
That was. It could be a lot of things. That one says. I think a lot of fakeness. Angel now sees that she don't want to be a part of that. I like I said. My only guess. We won't say what I'm saying is. I remember how she acted at the end of Chicago Sky last year. Well, she just dissing herself for everybody. She ain't talk to nobody. Even when they had little games that they showed online with the Chicago Sky players after that article came out, Angel would sit herself right in the corner and not even be a part of it. No clap or nothing. So I just feel like with this situation, with how big it got, and she might be looking at, hey man, these people that supposed to spoke on my behalf, they ain't speak for me, or say like the stud buzz, and they faking phoning this, and they trying to get Dave Portnoy on they live streaming stuff. She probably ain't with none of that stuff no more.
Yeah. Well, she need to call me. Call me, Angel, because
Mm-hmm.
I would not give them the satisfaction of letting these people letting anybody know that they got under my skin. But that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't me. But I don't cower to nobody. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, I probably walk through the door and say, I'm here, bitches. Never mind.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say that,
Yeah.
Auntie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. Give me all the free stuff. All the free publicity. And I shutting down the carpet.
Yeah.
Shut
And
down the carpet. Angel is here.
and she might not want to answer no questions too on if the live. Saying they
I don't
try
think
to.
they will. I don't think them ladies that's been interviewing people. I don't think they gonna even get into that. They just been asking pretty much. If they do, that would be disingenuous because everybody else they just been asking them what they wearing, what's
Yeah.
their label. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
They asked her that last year. That's why I said
Yeah.
her and Kiki had a long conversation on that red carpet last year. It was her, Kiki, and I want to say who was somebody else. Was it Gabby that was on that carpet?
She's there tonight too.
But I
Mhm.
think Gabby could have been on that carpet. I like him. I know Kiki both had. But I think it was a third person because Angel waited on that carpet for a minute.
Mhm.
Cause she was on that carpet for a second. It wasn't like she just spoke a couple things and then kept it moving. She hung out with Kiki for a second. That when I knew I was saying, oh, her and Kiki get along. But you don't know because people was like, I'm talking last year. Remember, people was like trying to push them against each other. But I seen when they was on that carpet again, I'm like, oh, okay, they really they mess with each other.
Yeah. People don't. People don't know these players. She ain't never did nothing to her.
Yeah,
So all she did was play the game.
yeah.
She can't help them trolls.
No, she can't.
Well, here we go. We're gonna go to the next one. Dallas Wings get an A.
Oh, okay.
All right. They say Dallas Wings get an A. The Wings' 17-9 record includes their recent six-game win streak, the longest since the team relocated to Dallas, and multiple victories over New York and Las Vegas. Their first half MVP, they say Jessica Sheffer is massively critical to the Wings, but we give the edge to Paige Beckers for the 20 points and 6.2 assists, who's having her best season as a pro and is keeping herself in the MVP conversation. I'm okay, Duval, with the A grade because I think they get a little knockoff for that Alana Smith
Yeah.
thing not working out.
Hmm.
But at least they had Jessica Shepard on deck because I will give Jessica Shepard this. If they would have just brought in Alana Smith, where would the Wings be?
They've been in bad shape.
hmm You think Lee Rue would have held it down for him?
Nah, they would probably be more the 8th seed than the 3rd seed that they is now.
Now AK is I like her too. So they did pretty much in identifying talent. I don't even know where AK come from,
Hmm.
but all of them are better than Lana Smith, who they thought they was gonna be leaning on heavily. So
Yes.
go ahead.
I will say this. I agree with the MVP. Yes, Jessica Shepard is having a career season, but the reason why I would give it to Paige, not only because she's the best player on the team, but like we have to be honest and let's be honest.
hmm
Jessica Shepard probably is the 4th person that they game plan for. If that, I don't think they even game plan for her. They game plan for Paige. I still think they game plan for Enrique, cause Enrique can't get hot. She can't go on the heater. And Azzy Fudd. I think with Jessica Shepard, I think she get a lot of one-on-one matchups because of what she has around her,
hmm
which helps benefit her dramatically with her numbers and her style of play.
hmm
And so,
Yeah, because she is a point forward, so it helps to have shooters around you.
but I really want to see how interested it's going to be in the second half. How teams going to guard her now. I think she snuck up on a lot of teams in the first half. I want to see in the second half how they guard her now. Do they start throwing double teams at Jessica Shepard? If they start,
They can't. I'll let you keep cooking, and then
I know you.
I'll tell you why they can't.
I understand why they can't, cause like I said, they got shooters and they very efficient. Well, not Enrique, but at least Paige. She very efficient shooter.
Mm. Only reason why I say they can't chat and Duvall is because they got shooters, pure shooters,
Yes.
and Paige and Hazen and even Enrique when she get
Yeah.
on a heater, she's on a heater. They got people coming off the AK is a decent big. You got Odyssey Sims coming off the bench. You got Sugg Sutton coming off the bench, sometimes handling the ball. And then you still got Zaza and Matta Segrist. Everybody can shoot. A lot of them can get to the rim. And you got a point forward like Jessica Shepard who can decide. Um, I I know my strengths. I'm not a physical get down low type of big, but I am a type of person to make the right play. So
Hmm.
if if one of them 4 or 5 people I just named is available, I don't mind giving it up, giving the
Hmm.
ball up to them because they better than me. So
Hmm.
I don't think, and even if they send the double team, I just kick it back to Paige and let her go to work.
Yeah.
That's why I
But
say I don't think they can. Not without the rest of them hurting them on the other end.
like I said it's gonna be pretty interesting. Like we're gonna see how they game plan for her in the second half. But she benefited mightily from her supporting cast around her. They get game plan for her first before her.
hmm Yeah, you can pick your poison. Like it's like that Wings team is very interesting. If they had if they had their post completely solidified, I probably would say they probably going to the finals. But they don't have their post solidified. But it's real funny, Chad. Because I'm gonna tell you, watching them in person is like you can send the double team to Jessica Shepard and try to keep her off the boards,
Mm-hmm.
But Paige is such a capable basketball player that then you risk letting Paige just go to work.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying that she shouldn't be on the scouting report. I know she is. The thing is, and then on top of that, Enrique can get busy and start orchestrating stuff for her. You know what I mean? It just gets weird. They got a lot of guards, man. It's just they got a lot. So Jessica Shepard just ended up like you say, Duvall, and I agree with you. She ended up in a system that completely fits her. She don't have to. She is just a person that makes layups. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But her greatest skill is being able to. One thing she does do, she does not. She kicks that ball to whoever is open. She
Yes.
don't hold it. She don't try to go up against people that she know is bigger or stronger than her.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And she don't mind doing the things that don't show up on the stat sheet. She don't mind trying to get a rebound. She don't mind trying to get a 50-50 ball. She don't mind any of that dirty work stuff. And when you have finesse players, which is what I call AZ Fudd and Paige and Enrique,
Yes.
if they got somebody that can do the dirty work, they can just hoop.
Yes.
So that's it.
But I agree on the first half MVP with Paige. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Paige is over there. And then also too, that's what's going on in Chicago. You know, when they get down to the fourth quarter and they in a tight thing, I know you might have not been watching them as much as you've been hate watching Chicago. But when they get in a tight crunch, who they go to, DeVoe?
Who you talking? Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
They go on Paige.
Yeah.
Paige been their
Jessica
fourth quarter scorer.
Jessica Shepard gets out the goddamn way and just do whatever Paige tell her to do.
Yeah. She very efficient. Yes.
Uh-huh. Here we go. Las Vegas get an A-. Okay. They said defending champs are in second place in the standings and made the Commissioner's Cup final, but they lost to New York. Admittedly, they have had some of the ugliest losses of the season for a top team. Yeah, they lost to the Mercury, which the Mercury is just a shell of theyself. I don't know how they lost to them opening day.
Yeah.
Guard Kennedy Carter appeared in 13 games before being waived. The Aces believed she could supplement their perimeter game, but it didn't seem to work out chemistry wise. First half MVP Asia Wilson missed 3 games. One of them the Commissioner's Cup final, which isn't counted in the statistics, but that's the only thing that has slowed the 4-time MVP. She leads the league in points and is fourth in rebounding. Guards Jackie Young and Chelsea Gray forward and Alyssa Smith also average in double figures scoring.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I agree. Go ahead.
I agree with that. I don't think Vegas have a chance to win the championship though. I just feel like their team has gotten old real fast.
Mm-hmm.
And with them cutting Kennedy Carter, I don't think they're having the bench scoring now because, like I said, somebody like a Danny Evans can't make a difference. I'm sorry.
No, where Goon the shooter at? Goon say Dana gonna take him there.
Nah, he wishful thinking. I'm just telling you that right now.
All right, we'll go to the next one. I think they gonna miss Kennedy Carter down the stretch too.
Yeah.
So
Because she's somebody that's capable of going off when you need somebody to go off. She's somebody that can get you a bucket. And now you don't have nobody that can do that. And like I said, Jewel Lloyd look extremely old. She's to the point
Yeah.
where if you try to trade her, you couldn't trade her. She just looked that bad. She got over on them. She really did. She got over on them. She got that contract, and she looked washed up.
Damn, she fell off a cliff like that.
Off the clip like that. If we would have seen, that's the one thing that Chicago Sky did do right. They dodged that bullet.
Right.
And maybe that decline wouldn't have been as rapid if she would have went to Chicago, where she could have played her style of game and still look somewhat decent.
Mm.
But her going to the Vegas Aces and how they like to do things,
Mhm.
she look washed up over there.
Uh, oh, okay. Yeah, she ain't the only one. We gonna get to some other people as we go through this list, but
Yeah, Jackie Young ain't looking good either. She picking it back up, but she had her stretch as well when she was looking bad.
she just, I think Jackie Young just had fatigue.
Yeah,
You know.
and distractions.
Don't be like that, Duval. Don't be putting people business out the street. That's what they be telling you. You always put people business out in the street. She end
I
up
get it.
bad. But anyway, we're gonna go to the next person. Yeah, she was having a good time. But anyway.
Hmm.
Atlanta
Yeah,
Dream get a B.
yeah.
It says the Dream had their ups and downs, but their talent is eye catching. A 5 game losing streak and an 11-day stretch from late June to early July was their low point. 3 of those losses were to Golden State. Yeah, they just whooped our ass every
Hmm.
time, up and down the court. The Dream have won 4 of 5 and seen the return of veteran forward Bree Jones, a starter who averaged 12 points and 7 rebounds a game. The Dream have had a solid first half, but you might see their best during the remainder of the season. First half MVP for the Dream. Forward Angel Reese in her first season in Atlanta is one of 2 players in the league averaging a double double, 15 points and 11.5 rebounds. We give the nod here to Reese, but could also pick any of the Dream starting guards: Alicia Gray, Ryan Howard, or Jordan Canada, all who are major contributors. Duval, you agree?
100%. I wouldn't agree with this if this was I wouldn't agree with this. This was, let's just say, cause they played what 25 games now. 20, yeah, they played
Yeah,
26
something
games.
like that. Yeah.
11 games ago, I wouldn't agree with this. I wouldn't say Angels the first half of the year. I would have probably went with Ryan Howard, but it's too many times and too many big games. Ryan Howard go, and now they go small. D, you got Ryan Howard that went on a shooting slump. To the last game, she kind of picked it up.
Mhm.
But before
Mhm.
the All Star break, she went on a shooting slump, and same thing with Alicia Gray. She just got disengaged in some big games. So yeah, Angel was the only consistent one throughout the whole first half of the season, and she have defensive moments that helped them close out games that they wouldn't closed out last year. So yes, I 100% agree with Angel deserved the first half MVP of this team. She's, you know what I'm saying, she exceeded expectations for the Dream, if they want to be honest.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because people would have thought that her numbers would have came down
Right. That's what
because
people were saying at the beginning of the season.
they
Yeah.
thought she was gonna score probably like 8, 10 points a game and be that role player that they wish she was designated to be. But no, her numbers is the best numbers of her career, and I
Mhm.
only think they playing the style of play that will facilitate her best attributes yet. Unlike, Jessica Shepard, I believe they play that same type of style of offense with the Dream. Angel's numbers will be significantly higher, but you can't play like that when you got 2 players that supposed to be great shooters going these shooting lows and slumps. So it's like kind of handcuff you.
And the other thing is this: not even them. What's that guy? Smecko
Yeah.
is reluctant for her to be the hub. See, the coach in Dallas is okay with that.
Hmm.
Smecko is not completely okay with it. His first thing is to lead the ball in Jordan Canada's hands,
Yes.
and then if that don't work out, then he go to Ryan Howard, and then when he get in the bind, then he's like, okay, well let me just Let me just go through the paint.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's not only just the guards having um, shooting woes. It's also he don't want to play that system. Whereas Coach Jose is
Mm-hmm.
all right with that system because he trusts Jessica and Paige to make the right decision at the right time.
Yep.
So yeah, man. And it's always great. Now, Jose, don't get him wrong though. He do got an efficient guard and Paige. So, and we don't have that over here with the Dream. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they efficient, not efficient. How can I put it like this? They just not as efficient as Paige.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, Ryan Howard statistically is having a better shooting year
Than last year.
than last year,
But they ain't said
statistically.
ain't saying much when you go from 37 to 42.
I know.
I think Paige is what in the 50s.
She is.
So that's a bit.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're right. It's different. Okay, we gonna move on, chat. All right. Oh, the Indiana Fever get a B.
Yes.
Look it, cook it, cook it. All right. A pair of wins against Vegas and a victory against New York are good for the resume. Defense continues to be an issue for the top scoring team in the league. The Fever are the top scoring team in the league,
Mm-hmm.
averaging 94 points a game. Indiana has allowed 89 points a game to rank 12th in scoring defense and has given up 100 plus points in 9 games. First half MVP. Oh shit. Did the Clarkers read this? Kelsey Mitchell is the number 2 scorer in the league and has shot a blistering 42% from behind the arc. She should be in the running for MVP, though she doesn't fill out the rest of the stat line as robustly as others. With AB and Clark missing games, Mitchell has been the one the Fever can count on every night, and as she has become the 7th player in league history to score 20 plus points in 10 consecutive games.
Mm.
You agree? Because I do.
100%. She been the most consistent scorer on the team, and what I don't like what that article just said is you can't punish Kelsey Mitchell for what her role on the team is.
Right.
Her role on the team is to get buckets.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the point guard want to be the assist person and get the most buckets as well. So the point guard want to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to split up the scoring load, whatnot. So that's not on Kelsey Mitchell, but Kelsey Mitchell been 42.3% behind the arc. That's special.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can't teach that. Like Kelsey Mitchell playing like what CC fans want Caitlyn to play like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
It is what it is.
yeah.
And it is what it is. That girl been balling. All right. Washington Mystics get a B.
Mm-hmm.
The 2-time All-Star Sawyer Citric Kiki Airfare have made that possible. The continued development of Shakira Austin puts her in conversation for most improved players. Wins against the Liberty Lynx, Dream, and Valkyries. Hey, they knocked off the Aces last night. First half MVP. Shakira Austin is finally healthy and able to show off the offensive progression she has been talking about for the past several seasons. She's averaging career highs in points, rebounds, and assists. The rebounds ranked number 3 in the WNBA, and she's nearly the 3rd player in the league to average a double-double. What you think?
This is the one person I feel bad for. She still shouldn't start with no Angel, no Unrival, but I understand that. You know, so she was already on the team. But this is the one person I feel bad for. Because she is having a better season than Kiki Afrey. But I think the coaches, when they voted for their All-Star team, felt like, in my opinion, Kiki was more consistent. Because I'm sorry, Shakira Austin, her games are more of a roller coaster. Like she'll have a 25-point game, but then turn around and have a 6 point game, and there are just too many variants in her game where you can't really know what you're getting, and Kiki is just more steady at it. But
Mhm.
Shakira also being the better player. Shakira also should have got that All Star game now over Kiki. But if it's so close, they're gonna go with the person that already got the name value, which would be Kiki in this situation.
Mhm. I agree with the B, and I agree with Shakira Austin being the first half MVP.
Hmm.
But like you said, I think um, sometimes the consistency from game to game, they expect to see something every night, and
Hmm.
sometimes they don't get it. But I
Yes.
agree with her. I agree with you that she's the first half MVP. I agree with ESPN. They've been on point so far, Devon.
Yes.
Portland Fire, a B. But guess what? They just overachieving. They're expansion team. They say the first half MVP is Carla Lette, leads Portland in scoring and assists. She's shooting 40% from deep, but her ability to drive makes Lette such an electric offensive performer.
Hmm.
I agree with this. Anything with the Portland Fire, you probably could have gave them an A because they just
It's
overachieving. I mean,
what they did overachieve, and then like they just start like taking maybe say the body start falling off. And for us,
mhm,
when you have a team that's not littered with great players,
mhm,
your room for error is kind of limited. And
yes,
so when you in the case of the Portland Fire, Drago when he lost Bridget Carrington, and then Carl Letty, saying when he lost Bridget Carrington, Carl Letty had to carry on a score load that she probably wasn't ready for at this time.
mhm,
And so, but I agree with the first half MVP, but you could say Bridget Carrington as well.
mhm. I think what happens is just kind of like what you said about the Mystics. Carla Letty is the steady Eddie. You know what you're gonna get every game. Bridget Carlton, she's steady too, but sometimes that three ain't falling. So, and that's what she's known for. But anyway, we'll move on. Toronto Tempo B minus. The Tempo are 3-8 since the site Brittany Sykes went down. They have a 10-16 record. It's closer to what was expected for the expansion team. The injuries to Sykes, Kiki Rice, Isabel Harrison, and Sabali have chilled what was solid start for the franchise. First half MVP, Marina Mabry has flourished with the green light in Toronto as she's averaging a career high 21 points and was selected as an All-Star for the first time.
Hmm.
I mean, I agree with this. I mean, they've been dealing with a lot of injuries, the
Yeah.
Tempo, and they still afloat, even though since Sykes been down, they done lost a lot of games. But hey, that's to be expected.
Yeah. I think they should lean in on the Marina Maverick experience and just trade sites and just allow her to finish the season, have everything built around her, and see where you at, and see what you need to get for next year.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade Sykes, but that's my opinion. Mm, mm, mm. All right. Oh shit. How does Chicago Sky get a C minus? Mm, okay.
They
They
met expectations.
Sky seem poised to make a push with Vandersuit and Nazare. They're 5-5 and they passed 10 and that's with Skylar Diggins' last play on July 3rd. Sidney Taylor is the third leading scoring rookie in the league, and the team has averaged 95 points in the past 10 games. However, the Sky allowed 90 points in those 10 games. Chicago has also lost to every team in the top 8 during this stretch.
Hmm.
First half MVP, Camila Cardoso, averaging 14 points a game, 8.5 rebounds a game, 2.5 assists, 1.7 blocks, and shot 59% from the field. What you think?
I disagree.
Okay.
It should be Sydney Taylor. Um,
Mm.
I think Camilla's have a good season, best season of her career so far.
Mhm.
But what Sydney Taylor has shown you is not only she's a clutch player, but her upside is higher.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying, she give you games where you just be thirsting for more
Mhm.
and everything else. With Camilla, it seems like this is her peak. And maybe Camilla got another gear besides this what she's doing right now. But it seems like as of right now, she seems like this is her peak. And so I'll be more excited for Sydney Taylor future than right now than Camilla for this team.
Guess what, Deval? I agree with you. I don't think it's Cardoso. I was really on pins and needles thinking what you was thinking. I think it's Sidney Taylor too.
Hmm.
And if they would have leaned into the Sidney Taylor experience from the beginning,
Yeah.
I think they would be further along. But then again, maybe not because the decisions they make down the stretch is just horrific. So who knows? I can't call this Chicago Sky team. I'm surprised C minus though. Do you agree with C minus?
Yes, because if you're gonna bring in all those veterans, expected to complete for a playoff spot in the WNBA, because you trying to show the world that you can play with an angel, and
Right.
then y'all underachieve from a record standpoint. Yeah, you should be a C minus. You should be lower than that, to be honest with you,
That's what I'm
because
saying. Yeah.
because at the end of the day, it's like y'all did not do enough as a veteran-laden team as of right now to build this roster properly where they could compete on night in and night out basis.
Yep. I think I would have gave him a D, but we're gonna keep it moving. Seattle Storm, C minus. All right. The Storm currently have the worst record in the W. But with their big three consisting of a second player, Malanga, and two rookies, Fam and Flage, they haven't really underperformed or come up short of expectations. And the good news for them is that their long-term ceiling is probably the highest in the league. I do agree with that. First
Yes.
half MVP at 20 years old, Malanga has already become the youngest player in league history to reach 500 points, 300 rebounds, 200 made field goals, and 8 career double doubles. She also became the youngest 30-point scorer in the W history when she had 37 points against Dallas in June. You agree with this?
Yes, because the problem with you could either went with her or my surprise pick would have been Heidemann. Heidemann, I think, is also scoring 15 points a game.
Mhm.
And because she's exceeding expectations, I probably would have went that route.
Mhm.
But the problem with like even giving somebody like Flage that little spot right there is her scoring is too inconsistent.
Mhm.
And so, but like I said, I would have went more so Heidemann
Yeah, then
than
Tisha.
anything. Yeah,
Mhm.
because she's exceeded expectation. But I understand why you went with Dominique Malonga because you is excited for her upside.
Mhm. Yeah, but Natisha Heidemann has a. I mean, did you expect her to be effective as a starter?
No,
Okay.
I thought she was a bench player.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Mhm. So I agree. I agree with you. Uh. Oh, New York Liberty D plus. They say no team has been as perplexing as the Liberty this year. Case in point, they come out an 8 game winning streak and won the commissioner's cut, but followed that by dropping 8 of their past 11. Yeah,
Mm.
they going through. They got a new first head coach in Chris DeMarco. They have had injuries to Sabrina Ionescu, Satu Sabli, and Phoebich. But
Mm.
no matter how you slice it, New York hasn't been playing nearly as well as it should be. First half MVP, Stewie,
Mm.
averaging 21 points a game, 8 rebounds a game, 3 assists a game, 1.4 blocks a game, 1.3 steals a game. Hey, I agree. What you think, Devo?
I think it's Stewart, but at the same time, a lot of this could be empty calories because it's not affect winning. When it comes to the team itself, this coach Chris DeMarco might be one and done
Yeah.
because it's clear that he's not built for the WNBA as far as the best out of his roster because he had a good enough roster that they should have a better record than what they have currently. And so I don't understand how you could justify bringing him back
Mm.
when these are the results you are getting currently.
Well, I know it's Stewie because Stewie is the most consistent on this team.
Of course.
Sabrina's been hurt. She has been clutch these last couple of games, pulling them out of the brink of disaster. JJ has been, hey, New York Liberty fans, so come for me. JJ has been a disappointment. These last 10 games has not been pretty to me.
Hmm.
The only other person on 18, Johannes has been dealing with some injuries. She not really that three ball not flying like it should be. Ashley A is a point guard. She okay. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
if they didn't have Stewie, you know, 20 points a game that you can count on, I don't know where the Liberator would be.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And John Carl Jones is an all star, and what I watched the other night, I was anyway. I think Camilla should have got that spot, but we move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll move on. Oh Lord, the Sparks got a D plus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Kelsey Plum, who was in the MVP conversation, has been sidelined. There's no timetable for her return. Oh, they ain't got no timetable? Okay. The Sparks also parted ways with their general manager. First half MVP Nneka Ogwumike, who has been the Sparks' most consistent presence since June. I mean, that's a no-brainer. What you think, Devon?
Yeah, she should be the first half MVP, but those numbers ain't the counters, to be honest with you. They're not affecting winning. But she's not playing as well as she played the last 2 years when she was with the Seattle Storm. I don't know if Miss Noah Quinn had a better system for her than what this team is providing, but I just don't feel like this her stats right now affecting the winning and losing of the Los Angeles Sparks. That is a very disappointing team.
Mm-hmm. Well, she is actually, I think probably the most disappointing to me on that team is not NECA.
It's your girl,
It's your girl
Ari Acker.
Ari Atkins and sometimes Hamby. And
Yeah, Handbag got some empty carries too, but I really would be disappointed with
I think NECA giving you everything you can. I think she overachieving by how many years she got in the league. You
yes,
got somebody that's what almost 15 years still giving you 17 points a game. I'm wondering what the rest of y'all doing.
yes.
That's the only thing I would say. Um, but it is what it is. At this time in her career, she shouldn't be the first half MVP. To be honest with you,
No, it
that's
should be
telling.
somebody. It should be somebody young that's taking the reins.
Yeah. So we'll move on. Oh Lord, another Lord have mercy. Connecticut Sun.
Hmm.
I ain't even reading this paragraph check because I don't know what the Sun doing. To be honest with you, they done had about 15 different starting lineups. But they got the first half MVP. Brittany Griner has missed 10 games due to injury, but she has been effective when able to play. Lord have mercy. Averaging a team high 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks, 54% from the field. So basically, what they saying is they don't have no first half MVP.
Brittany Griner, yes, but that team been so stripped down, man. They need to blow it up, but we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that later. And they need to get rid of the coach. I don't. Something about him I don't like. But anyway, Phoenix Mercury F.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Even though they were swept by Vegas and then Forrest Satu Sably left, there was optimism for 2026. They they was boosted by their season opening blowout of the Aces, and then they fell off a damn cliff. First half MVP, Kai Copper is averaging 20 points and has some huge performances, including 41 points and 10 rebounds on June 13 against Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
So, you agree with that? It's either her or AT. Ain't nobody else. Shit.
Nah, that whole team been disappointing. The way they built it this year was disappointing, and I'm starting to wonder that people did not want to just go to Phoenix because I
Mm,
thought they would have had a better roster than what they have currently.
mm,
But yes, Kai Copper is the I guess first half MVP for that team.
mm-hmm.
You gotta give it to somebody.
Oh, that's the last team. Yeah, they are disappointing. Yeah, man. Kudos to them. I ain't got time. Anyway, hit the like button, chat. Hit the like button. We're gonna get to the next topic unless it's something else you need to say about this, Devon. Go ahead.
No, not at all.
You like them through with them. All right. Let's do this, Devon. You over here starting mess. Well, chat. Sophie Cunningham is always making headlines, probably because Devon keep following on Instagram and Twitter. Devon, you be talking to Sophie Cunningham, and I don't know. People think you got her thinking that we want to hear her takes.
Not really. She one of those Grifter, Light, Whitlock, and everybody else. She feel like there's a lane for it, and she hopping in feet first.
Okay. Well, let's start with the first exhibit. Exhibit A. Hold on. Oh, I just wish. I don't know why people got to keep bringing this shit up, but they love it. You want me to play this first, right? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me click on it. Let me. What is the volume thing?
On that same vein, and that's where
Yeah.
ESPN talked about wanting to protect young girls, which doesn't have to go against biological men. Just can you expand your viewpoint on that? I mean, I think I said what I said. I think it's kind of common sense. And I think I'll always believe in that. I think it's really important to protect
Pause it for a second.
and
Oh, okay.
that's a little
People, you don't have to be a body language expert to know when somebody's nervous, they keep going side to side.
Mm-hmm.
They not standing still and looking you directly in the eye. That's what you call nervous energy. When
Mm-hmm.
you just rock it back and forth or you rubbing your hands up and down and stuff like that, you're not your body's not stable. That means your nerves is running rampant. So pay attention to that. Go ahead, play it.
Okay.
girls who are also involved in that category. And so I stand on what I said, and I always believe that.
Yeah, do you see your advocacy on that like taking any form going forward?
I don't know. I'm not a very political person, but I do have beliefs. I have morals, and I'll always stand on those and be true to who I am. And I think people are going to take it how they want to take it, but I've never even really said anything about that. And so when it comes just to protecting young girls in sport and women in sport, I feel very strongly about that. I think that's why you have Title IX. That's why you have some of the greats in women's sports. If Title IX and women's sports weren't protected, then you wouldn't hear about any type of women in sport. And so I think in the future, it's just really important to protect.
Do you think, I guess, along the line like that, it goes against perhaps some people might say, hey, for the trans community, this could be something that could come back on us or be targeted against us. Like, how do you, I guess, view that sort of critique?
Like I said, I extend love, and I don't dislike anyone. Like, I think there is room for absolutely everyone here, and I think there's room to love everyone. And I truly think when you get people in the same room and you have conversations, you actually have a lot in common with a lot in common with a lot of people. And so I'm there to love, but I'm also there to love biological women, and I think that there are rights that need to be protected. And like I said, I'm going to stand true to that. I'll never falter in my beliefs in that, but I have never once said I hated the trans community. Like I said, I think there's space for everyone.
Sophie, what about Connecticut today? Tell us a little bit about the game. What are you thinking about teams or
Yeah, I think it has been so fun. I played with BG for 6 years, and so I know her like the back of my hand. And as of late, she's been playing really good. She's been playing like OG Brittany, and so we have our hands full down in the paint. I really think actually Connecticut is playing really good as a whole. I think everyone's playing their role really well from top to bottom. They don't go out there and do anything outside of what they do, and that makes it difficult. And so, yeah, you could look at standings and where they're at in the league, but when you do that in this league, you're going to get beat by 50. And so we have one more game before break, and we cannot take this game lightly at all. And so we have to come out with following our scout, following our game plan offensively, making them play us into what we do. But BG's a load for anybody.
Last one I have, Sophie. How do you, I guess, navigate a climate where whatever you say, people are going to say, well, this means you're automatically in this box or this label or that label, politically, morally, whatever?
Yeah, I really don't care. I know that sounds bad, and I'm not trying to come off like that, but I do think, everyone always is coming at it as a negative. Well, me coming out with that, there's so many people who are coming out with the positive, saying, you know what, finally someone has said something, and I don't really look at either side of those because I know whatever I say, I'm going to get hate and I'm going to get love, and if I'm going to live by the love, I'm going to die by the hate, and that's just not who I am. I beat to my own drum, and so people are always going to have something to say. You could win the championship, you could be the best at whatever it is, and there's still people who are going to hate on you. And so that's just what this world is. So I'm confident in who I am. I'm proud of who I am. I'm happy being me. And I'm going to continue to be that.
You always had kind of that mentality when it comes to people saying things, or is that something you've built and learned to adapt over time?
I think I've always kind of been able to handle that type of pressure, I would say, and the type of eyes and the type of people who have comments. And like I said, there's going to be some negative comments, but there's also a whole bunch of positive comments too that no one really ever people hate positivity for some reason. I have no idea why, but there's a lot of positive comments too when it comes to that. And so it is what it is. Like I said, we're all human. We're no one's perfect here, and so I really don't care what other people have to say. I know who I am. My people know who I am, and hopefully I'm doing them proud and making room for young boys and girls in our world to have a better future than we did.
Oh, she's so exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she said in the ESPN article, I believe.
Okay, so pretty much okay.
Can you click on that or no?
Yeah, I can. I got exhausted. I'm sorry. This right here, right?
Yeah.
You say she's a MAGA barber as some corners of the internet have taken to calling her projection. She says because of what she looks like and where she's from. She'll weigh on how to protect women's sports, she says, because she's in that world and feels qualified to speak to that world. I got a lot of negative feedback about me hating trans. And I'm like, I never once said that. I think that I'm here to extend love, but I also think with that love is truth, being honest. And I want to protect young girls in the locker room or young girls in the sport who shouldn't have to go against biological men. But she also insists that none of this is some Rosetta Stone to unlocking true nature of her political worldview. I'm very much in the middle. I agree with things on both sides, disagree with things on both sides, and that's all I've ever said about my political beliefs. But people love to assume.
Mm-hmm.
So she not MAGA Barber?
I
I'm asking for a friend. You the expert. Is she MAGA Barber or not?
All I can say is this: when it comes to her, it's like you don't know what's her real intentions, because now it's like she's clearly grifting.
Uh-huh.
But it worked for her. She became famous overnight because she grifted.
Mm.
So
Uh, uh, I got a question.
yeah,
Who asked her this question? Were they just doing an article? Or she was just getting interviewed? Do you know?
she'll probably get an interview in a magazine article with ESPN. So they probably had a one-on-one exclusive, and she started bringing up stuff like this. But like I said, you got to think about it when it comes to her. that MAGA Republican conservative media, she leaning into that. She see there's a lane to it. She see there's a pathway of being successful and famous by leaning into that ecosphere when it comes to their morals and values, and she leaning full stop. I think in her mind she feel like that lane gonna take her a lot further after she's done playing than her being neutral, if not, leaning more towards the left.
Hmm. So she want to be neutral now.
No, I ain't said neutral. I was saying,
Oh, okay.
I said she. See, you misunderstanding me, Keisha.
That's why I'm asking.
No, I'm saying she said leading towards that conservative values go take her a lot further than her playing days. That she was to stay neutral or lean to the left. There's truly a market for that conservative media, that conservative value, those conservative talking points, those racist talking points. There's a lane for it. There's a thirst for it. There's a reason why, even though conservative, quote unquote, black men are leaning that way as well, they're getting them rich. Because, like I said again, if she would have stayed in Phoenix, nobody would know who she was like that.
Mm-mm.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah. No, I was actually asking a question. I was actually wanted to know what she trying, because at the end of her thing she kind of was like not making the distinction that, yeah, y'all don't know what I am. Y'all just been calling me MAGA Barbie.
Hmm.
So that's what made me ask that question.
Yeah.
Maybe she over there. She's straddling the fist for a reason, in my opinion. But anyway, your best friend weighed in.
Hmm.
He your friend from another mother. Hold on. Oh, let me hit this.
There's room for absolutely everyone here, and I think there's room to love everyone. I truly think when you get people in the same room and you have conversations, you actually have a lot in common with a lot. I'm there to love. I'm also there to love biological women. And I think we are right to meet and protect. Like I said, I'm going to stand true to that. I'll never falter in my belief in that. I have never once said I hated the trans community. Like I said, I think there's space for everyone. I can't applaud her enough. This notion that you're hating on the trans community because you are not a proponent of them participating in female sports is utterly ridiculous. Sophie Cunningham said every word right on the money. There's no hate involved. There's only love we're talking about. But what happened to loving girls who are born biologically as girls? What about their rights? What about fairness associated to them? Leah Thomas, I'm going to keep bringing that name up. 400 plus in the world competing as a male. Transitions to female, and he was number one. If we're going to act like transitioning from male to female doesn't involve an advantage for that trans athlete, I have nothing to say to you. You're not exercising common sense.
My question to you is this: who really asked about this stuff? I don't think this was a big talking point.
Mm.
That's what the confusing part is with this whole situation. I don't think it's a big talking point in the sports world. It's like they just made it a talking point for one reason. Because whatever phobia or fear that they have about, say, women, biological men competing in women's sports.
Mm.
They said, I'm gonna ask you a question, and I'll give you the answer if you don't know. Do you know what the biggest fear in life is?
Mm-mm. Tell me.
It's the fear of unknown. When you don't know something, that scares you to death. Because that's what makes you constantly think, if not overthink, about the possibilities. That will make your mind race. But when you know what something is, you don't fear it as much. That's why racism is so prevalent even to today's society. If you feel like in your mind that black people are somebody that can be of harm to you, you're going to fear that. But if you actually talk to a black person and you see that they are decent, you're not going to fear black people anymore. But you will fear them if you are told what you think black people are. That's the unknown. You don't really know how black people operate. You just know what people are telling you. And that's where the unknown come in at. But once you know the information based on first-hand experience, that's when your mindset changes about certain perspective or certain situations. Is that correct?
No, I agree.
So that's why
I
keep
got
going.
I got a soliloquy after we finish. Let me.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, we gonna get through it first before I launch into these people. Hold on.
I just get mine out the way while say you talk while you playing the videos, and then I'll let you have the flow.
You want me to play share?
Yeah.
Okay.
Made a ruling that states can uphold bans on keeping trans players out.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what that means, like as a leader in women's sports?
Yeah.
Did that weigh on you? What's your fears for the future of women's sports?
Yeah, of course it weighs on me. The attack that trans people, the attacks that they've gone through the last, I don't know, the current administration for sure, it seems like it's gotten really way more aggressive. It's sort of sickening when you think about the issues that they're trying to tackle that there's really not issues. The number of transgender athletes that they're making now laws for and creating a problem to get elected. And so for, to give them credit that they found something that resonated with their group. What I'm hopeful for is that people have gotten themselves more educated and they understand that that's actually not a problem. That's not an issue. And together, I think that where you do have maybe some challenges with regard to biological perceived strengths, there are guardrails in place in anything that we do. And there's no reason why we couldn't get together and do that, because exclusion is never the answer. Separate isn't equal. And trans lives matter. And so to take away something so valuable that sports brings to young people in particular, and what it does, as I have a youngster, and encourage them to be a part of a team and what it gives you in the way of, whether it's teamwork, leadership, competitive, all the things, they have every right to that as well.
I'm gonna say this. Becca Hammond take notes. You see how she showed empathy for both sides?
She did.
There's not this law that you have to pick one side or the other. You can have empathy for both. And this woman showed incredible grace and class for having empathy for both sides. Even though, just like I've been saying, one side is being used for propaganda. But she still showed empathy for both parties. She didn't make one party feel less than. Becky Hammond, take notes. That's all I'm going to say. You got this part. Because the main thing I want you to look at is on this video. So you can answer this video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you answer this video.
I thought you were still talking. Okay.
No, you can answer this video. That's why I kept saying it. I said it like 3 times.
No, I was listening to you.
But yeah, here, once you answer this video, and then go back to your previous page, I'm gonna show you what you need to look at, and they'll really explain a lot of things. The screen's still black, so I guess it's taking the time.
Oh, okay, hold on. I didn't know I took it down. Hell, I was looking at the thing.
Yeah, right here. So Brianna Turner has some stuff to say. So read that part and then read the stuff underneath it.
Because exclusion is never the answer. Trans lives matter. Beautifully said. I've been an advocate for the trans community since I entered the WNBA. So many takes about them are based on fear mongering and bigotry.
Now read underneath it.
Jill Reeves.
No, 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 no. Right there.
Oh,
No, go past that part.
oh okay.
Right here.
Oh,
You
okay.
Jamal Breonna Turner.
A tiny minority of the population identifies as trans, yet they are always a trending topic, unfortunately. I mean, my eighth season as a WNBA player to date, there's been one out trans player in the league. They cause zero problems. And an issue that has caused problems, though, last year on my WNBA team, a male staff member was fired for sexual harassment, but we were encouraged to keep quiet about it. This is an issue. Sexism, misogyny, homophobia, and racism are all issues. Okay, let me keep going. There are many sex variations. Intersex people, women without the typical XX chromosomes. Sex is far from binary. For my time in undergrad at Notre Dame, I took many courses where I became better educated on the trans community. My studies have led me to be inclusive. I am more than willing to accept hate and whatever else the case may be, as long as the trans community knows that there are people that support them and want to see them live. Pretty much every right ring grifter account has posted me in the past, but it's worth it 100%. Oh shit, she just kept talking here.
Mm-hmm.
To any trans kids or adults reading this, I promise you, I promise your life matters. I promise there's people in this country they want to see you reach old age and live your truth. You're worth it. Trans lives will always matter. Yes, I know speaking about trans inclusion is a recipe for hate and such an awful platform, but I would much rather the hate come my way instead of the trans community, and my mentions are off anyway. If you are interested in supporting the trans community or becoming more knowledgeable about how they are constantly under attack, some of my favorite nonprofits that support trans lives are the ACLU and the Human Rights Campaign. Please educate yourself. Our country deserves it.
I guess
Okay.
that's what showing her support for the trans community. I don't know if you want to click on those pictures.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Okay.
That's a trans flag. Yes.
Mhm. Okay.
So I think did I send you something else after this?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, well let's go to those things.
All right. Hold on one second.
Cause I got after all this being shown, I got one little thing to say. I promise I'm gonna be out the way. I don't got I don't got nothing deep to say. Well, not say nothing deep to say. I want you to get what you have to say out the way because, like I said again, this could be a sensitive subject, so we have to be careful how we present our information to the audience.
Roberta is a
She's a reporter. She, matter of fact,
reporter that covers the storm.
she the one that broke that Jewel Lloyd story.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
So I just received. Roberta says so. I just received death threats. Was called a monkey and a faggot because I stood against transphobia. That is what is being enabled. At WNBA, at WNBA Comms, and at WNBA Commissioner, and at Indiana Fever. I'm not someone who tags official accounts, but y'all need to know what's entering this league. So I guess this person said, let's see if I can.
Be careful with the wording because you know YouTube get a little sensitive when it comes to that.
Yeah, I'm just
But
going.
but I will say this
Yeah,
before
I
you
don't know if
keep
I should. Go ahead.
before you keep going. I should say this. Why is always Indiana Fever fans in the midst of negativity when it comes to just say if you guys say F word or whatever not. So just to be careful. So if it's something that we not sure that need to be said on YouTube, we'll say F word or we'll try to abbreviate it so so we can protect ourselves. Or if you want me to read it, I could.
Go ahead.
Okay,
I don't feel comfortable. Go ahead.
I got you. I honestly can't tell if your ugly A is a woman or a man. Maybe if your mom wasn't such a garden tool and F everything in the jungle, I understand why you are for the mentally defect. You are so effing ugly. I mean, damn, how effing ugly the garden tool are you? She should be beaten for bringing insects like your stinking A into the world. Your nasty animal are abomination and should be put down, period. You insects are the filth of the world, and you insects want to push your nastiness on innocent children. You go to the next one. This is stuff that being said to Miss Roberta, like I said, a legitimate reporter for I want to say Seattle Times or something like that, and she got her own and she got her own website too. So now she said another Indiana Fever fan. Thankfully, we are done with you nasty F words and B's. Death truly is the only cure for you nasty insects. You are an insect. I hope you read about your obituary soon. See, when we hear you insects die, we celebrate one less nasty F word, LGBT, or mental defect in the world.
Wow.
I don't know if I can read that one because I can't see it.
I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. The other one was blowed up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she blew it up for you. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Well, then that's it then.
Oh no, it's a little bit down there at the bottom that didn't. I tried. Okay.
Can you stretch it? I'll read it. If you can stretch it, I just can't see it right now.
I can't make it no bigger.
Cause my eyes 20/20, but they ain't 20/10. I mean,
right. Look, I do this. I can't help you men are nasty F's who grew up essing mama's pickle. I catch any of you F's in a room with any of my daughters. You will be female for about 2 minutes as I watch them bleed out. Want to be nasty and R-word little kids where your 1-inch piece can be cut off. Yeah, that's what it said at the bottom that she didn't blow up.
I got to make this disclaimer because like I say this every show. We got a couple Fever fans in the chat. That's okay. No, they don't say nothing disrespectful. Do not block out their words. Do not ban them. Do not block them. Do not time them out. Let them enjoy the show. Please.
Now, what got them? I don't know if you know or not, but what got them on Miss Roberta back?
Because she I guess she stood up for the trans community situation. I think she reposted something.
Oh, about Sophie?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think I sent you something else too. I think something on the behalf of the Fever, I believe.
Hold on. Cause I was just wondering what sent them her way, because they don't mind going nowhere. Know. I was just wondering. Okay, hold on. Is it the Chris Williamson?
You can show that. You could play what he said. He a reporter too. So.
Oh no, I already played that. Okay.
I mean, not play it, but you can say what he said because he a reporter as well.
I thought I had missed something. That's what I'm trying to see. Hold on.
I thought I gave you a disclaimer from the Fever organization about the harassment that happened last year with the team. I didn't send you that. Let me see. I think it's in my. Let me see if it's in. Maybe I did send it. No, that's okay if I didn't say it. I maybe didn't.
That said she was right, and we hear from it. Let me click on this to make sure it's the same. Oh, I think I might have. Wait, you might have said. Is it from Annie? Okay.
Yeah, Annie Cosmo, yes. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. I got that. Okay. I didn't know that was from the fever. It just kind of looked like, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I didn't read it. That's my bad, y'all. It said, let me see if I can make it bigger. Statement from Indiana Fever in response to last night post from former Fever forward Brianna Turner alleging a male staffer was fired for sexual harassment. It says protecting our players and employees and maintaining a respectful professional workplace is our top priority. Our policy is to take concerns seriously, investigate thoroughly, and act promptly when appropriate to protect the people in our organization and ensure everyone is treated with professionalism and respect. Fostering trust and safety in that process means we do not comment on personnel matters involving former employees. I bet y'all don't.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get out the way, and I'm gonna let you have the flow. You can say what you need to say, cause I know you got soliloquy for days. Cause you
Not
know what
that
I'm
long.
saying. No, it don't matter if it's long or not. You know what I'm saying. This is the time to really express your views on situations that's sensitive and concerning for America. So this one I'm gonna say about Sophie Cunningham and Indiana Fever. I'm gonna get it out the way real quick. Sophie Cunningham, this is why you are a fake, fraudulent, and you know what I'm saying, and a drifter. And the reason why I say that is this. You had a harassing male in your organization. Never spoke a word on it.
Nope.
Oh, they don't get you clicks. Oh, they don't get you on Barstool, right? Oh, they don't get you commercials, right? Oh, they don't get you your own shoe. Oh, it don't get you a podcast. Huh. Funny, Keisha. So doing the right thing when somebody is harassing it had to be a heterosexual person because I don't think they would be harassing a LGBT. I would want to believe, right?
Duval, statistics show most heterosexual men are the ones committing these acts
Yes.
out of most people in this country. But keep cooking.
And that's why I think I'm talking this particular male staffer that's sexual or that were actual harass somebody on the fever. I want to assume that it's not an LGBT person. I want to assume it's somebody else that's, you know, saying straight. That's put it that way. So it narrowed down to like 3-4 people. But I ain't gonna speculate because, like I said, that's unfair to those individuals. I speculate when we off air, but
Right.
I ain't gonna speculate now. But either way, where was this courage, Sophie Cunningham, speaking on this situation that was at your front door? But nah, you kept silent. Cause why? Silence and compliance. See, you didn't want to embarrass the Indiana Fever as an organization and how they allow people to mistreat women basketball players on the staff based on how, you know, they have things going on in their organization. This is why I keep saying the Indiana Fever fan base and the Caitlin Clark fans owe Cheryl Swoops a big apology because that woman wasn't lying. She just was early. She said it was problems in that organization.
You did.
She said that in her rookie season. But see, the difference between the Indiana Fever and other dysfunctional organizations like the Chicago Sky and let's just say the LA Sports, they know how to cover up their dirt better. And you know how I know that, Keisha? And this is where I'm finna go to the Indiana Fever on. And this is why I really think the Clarkies and and the Indiana Fever fans owe us an apology in general. And this is why people like Quita is not being genuine with her platform. And I hate to call out a particular person, but I remember what made me turn on somebody like Quita, who I was a big fan of, when she said this in this situation. I just could not respect after that. Remember when they tried to tell us that we ain't hear what we heard on national television, monkey noises? And we had people that was at the game that saying that they heard the monkey noise and the hate words towards them and the players on the court with that Indiana versus Chicago Sky game.
Yeah, she said it was all just lies.
She said it ain't happen. And just like Indiana Fever say it ain't happen. And just like the WNBA just say it ain't happen. Why y'all say it didn't happen? Because I'm going to tell you why. Because they don't want to validate what was going on, which will validate what all those WNBA players saying about that organization and that fan base being racist. They don't want that associated with that league. They don't want that associated with that team. So they'll sit there and lie, cheat, and steal and say none of that stuff ain't happened. As if we did not hear with our own goddamn ears what was said in that game on TV. But they try to tell us with a straight face that we ain't hear what we heard. Oh, it wasn't no credence to what Angel Reese had said. So you could have those Clarkers continue to call my GOAT, my favorite player, a liar still to this very day. Somebody did it yesterday on that same issue. Knowing that we heard what we heard on national television. And that woman don't got to lie, you know what I'm saying, about what she heard with our own ears, especially when we see Dave Portnoy that say racist stuff allegedly every chance that he get. We heard what we heard, and the people who was there said they confirmed what we heard. But at the end of the day, the WNBA said it ain't happened. Quita in the morning said it ain't happened. The NFL Fever say it ain't happened. And yet, they would have told us before today, a man harassing Fever players last year, actually harassing.
They said that didn't happen either.
Yeah, they probably said it ain't happen either. and Keisha.
Yes,
and
returning line. So
Keisha,
they didn't pretty much confirmed in their statement that it happened.
Keisha, I'm finna go down another rabbit hole, but we don't gotta go into it. But I'm gonna go down another rabbit hole. See, we ain't think about this at the time it happened, and this woman got mistreated from that time all the way to today. Is that part of the reason why DeWanna Bonner left?
Something happened. I don't know what it was, but something happened.
Maybe that part happened. Now, she wasn't on the team long because she left around, like a month in?
Yeah.
Because she played like 7-8 games or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that happened around that time. We don't know when it happened. We just know it happened last year. We don't know what time it happened last year, but we just know it happened. So could that be why she just we gotta
We gotta bounce.
Yeah, we gotta bounce.
Mm-hmm.
And so
but nobody wants to work around. Nobody wants to be around that kind of foolishness anyway.
So like I said again, chat. Y'all love to push different narratives. The Fever fans in the chat said she left because she got put on the bench. Do we know that? Y'all speculate just like we are. And normally we don't read stuff in the chat on AC Chat, but I will read what you have to say because I think this is important to you. He said, Laisha Renee Clarendon was a trans player who played 11 seasons in the WNBA, and here's the problem. Sophie Cunningham played against Laisha but never said anything until she retired in 2024.
But see, but she was in the right league because she was a woman that went the other way. She wasn't a man. She was a woman that transitioned into a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So keep going.
So, like I said again, we don't normally read stuff in the chat like that, but I read it for you, HC Time, because you are a consistent subscriber of this channel, and I felt like that was important to you. So, like I said, I can't really comment on that because, like I said, I don't have enough research on her and her situation. But like I said, if Sophie Cunningham didn't speak on it till this year, even though she played against this woman for over a decade, that really speaks to, like I said, this woman is grifting. She's not saying these things because she really has an issue with them. She's saying this thing because she knows there's an audience that will put money in her pocket because of it. Look what the woman gained already from leaning towards that side of the political party. Look what she gained. Shoe deal, sponsorship deal. She got a permanent seat on Barstool. She got her own podcast. I won't be surprised if she don't get on the Victoria's Secret runway next year or get invited to what you call that Met Gala.
Mm-hmm.
Again, she knows what a lot of other people know. There's an audience and there's a financial incentive to lean that political party. And people choose to go that route because it makes them money. And that's why those people I cannot respect. And that's including those content creators who I felt like did the same thing. And I would never respect them because of that. It's not genuine. I'm not saying you got to lean towards what I lean as far as political party or what my political or religious belief is. You could be your own person. But just be genuine to who you are. But you can't say, hey, you don't want LGBT people in the sports, but then you got this situation that happened at your front door, you ain't say nothing. Who knows, whoever got this happened to, Keisha, what type of trauma or therapy they got to go through since that situation happened up until this point. But nah, you never spoke on that. That's why I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out the way. Sophie Cunningham, we don't believe you. You need more people. You got it, Keisha.
I'm gonna say this. Sophie, I would say this. Sophie knew she was getting interviewed, so she wanted to boost her profile and talk about something like Coach Reeves says. That's, I mean, I've been living in this world a long time, and I have yet to encounter, and I've coached kids, Deval. I've yet to encounter trans children or at the college level competing against the wrong gender. And I've been on this earth for a minute. It is so minuscule that most people will go through their life, most athletes will go through their life never encountering um, this said athlete. And if it does happen, um, most of the time the local schools or whoever it is that's in charge makes those determinations. So the fact that they have used this as a political talking point is in itself an attack, because the reason why it is an attack, chat, is because you're talking like these people have to be like this is a pressing issue that has to be corrected, and we must protect our kids at all costs, like they are in danger of competing against the wrong sex when it's like less than 1% of the population is trans people, Deval. And even less than that are athletes. So to keep bringing up a point that you know statistically might happen 1 out of 1 million is an attack on that community. Now, far as my views, yes, I do agree. Men should not be. Look, it is so minuscule. I don't care what you think the numbers are. It is so minuscule. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I live in Texas. This is a big state. I have yet to come across it. If it's such a big deal, why haven't I come across it? That's that's the point. Like, who are these people that are dominating women's sports? Please tell. Put names in the chat. That's fair. Who are these people who are dominating in women's sports? Please put their names in the chat because in basketball, the people that are dominating in women's basketball, they are all biological women. All the people in tennis are all biological women. Who are these people that are dominating so much that we have to have a political campaign about it? I'm gonna wait. Please put the names in the chat. Who has went up through the ranks, got into professional sports, or who has made a name for themselves in um in high school sports or college sports? Please let me know who these people are. It happened in a whole bunch of blue states. Who are these? Who are these people? Then put the names there, Christopher Smith. If you know these blue states, put the name. Who are these people that are dominating women's sports? They make less than 1% of the population, Chad. But you know who make way more than 1% of the population? 1 in 5 women are either attempted to be sexually assaulted or are sexually assaulted. Why isn't that one of your why isn't that one of your big pushes? Why aren't you attacking those? Why isn't that a big political point? They're more Women are more likely to be sexually assaulted than to compete against a man. That's a sport. He got one name, Laura Hubbard. Chad, who is this person? He says a lot of them. I want to know who is all these people that's tearing up the country that we have to continue to talk about something like this. Laura Hubbard, Chad. Laura Hubbard is from New Zealand. Why don't you talk about these women that are being attacked by either a male coach or a male teacher? Why don't you take up that mantra? Why don't you take up what happened in the Indiana Fever organization? That happens all the time in many different corporations and organizations. Why is this your sticking point? Because they ain't got none, hog boss. Right? I mean, they don't have any. You know why they'll never have any? This is an exclusive club. Athletics is an exclusive club. These organizations can decide on who they want to give contracts to. They're not giving contracts to biological men. This is not no big problem. I didn't say it's not a problem, Diaspora. That's a lie. It is not no big problem. You gave me one name out of 330 million people living in this country. One name makes you go on a political rant for 8 to 10 years? Like, really? Something wrong with y'all. Because we got a lot other um, issues in this country. And okay, I do agree, but men should not be competing with women. But it's so minuscule that I don't care about it. That's my point. Yes, but for some reason, Big Lou, we never attack them consistently. The actual issues that's going on in this country, the actual things that women have been dealing with since the beginning of time, because I'm a woman, been dealing with it since the beginning of time. The misogyny, the sexual assault, all this stuff, domestic violence, all these things that happen to women every day. We don't hear a peep. You don't hear nothing. But you want me to vilify less than 1% of the population when we got so many of the population committing other crimes? I just can't. I just can't. Look, at the end of the day, my point is, I'm not saying I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I guarantee you, there's somebody getting to compete somewhere in some small corner of a state somewhere, but it is not widespread. And if you think it's widespread, that's a lie. You are telling a lie. I don't care what nobody say. You are telling a lie. It is not widespread. There's not a whole bunch of people competing. Are you okay? There's not thousands of people competing in women's sports that are men. There's not even probably hundreds. That's my point. This could be handled at the local level. When you get where to go to national sports, if you want to have guardrails in place to where it doesn't happen in professional sports, fine, cool. But you've been harping on it for 10 years. I don't get it. You make the rule. All you got to do is make rules. That's it. This is not what these people making it. And for Sophie Cunningham to go into an ESPN interview to talk about something that's not even happening in her league is disingenuous. There are no trans men in the league. So why is she speaking on an issue that is not occurring? Y'all help me understand that. Why are you speaking on an issue that is not occurring? So at the end of the day, I just think it's evil, man. I really do believe it's evil that you keep bringing these people up. And if you want to keep them out the sport, fine. But to keep bringing them up for some kind of political gain, it's evil, man. That's all I got to say. Deval,
A couple
evil.
things. I would say this. That last topic we could push to Sunday. We did
Okay.
2 hours already. We
Oh
don't have
yeah, I
to.
just looked at it. Shit.
Yeah, we pushed that to Sunday.
Okay.
And I'm gonna respond to this. I don't know how true it is. I'm gonna take your word for it, Mr. Christopher Smith. He said he
Yeah.
got somebody that work in the organization. Like I said, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
I'm
before you do that, I just want to say they gave me one name,
oh yeah, that one name, that'll be all right.
and guess where she from?
Where's she from?
New Zealand. The fuck?
Okay.
I said the Americans. Y'all say it's happening. Give me a name.
At
Is
this
it
point,
Is it happening here or not?
they got it.
They got it. Go ahead, Deval. I'm sorry.
I'm going back to the actual harassment that I spoke about. Mr. Christmas Fifth, he said he got people that work in the organization. I believe him.
Okay.
Reason why I believe him, because like I said, it's 2026. You be surprised how you can meet people
Hold
at
on.
certain.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta cut off Christopher Smith because he's trying to start a narrative, and I can't let him do it. I never said that putting biological men in women's sports is evil. That is not what I said. You're not gonna lie on me. What I said is it's evil to keep picking on that community for something that rarely occurs. I don't care who's in your family. It rarely occurs. And you're acting like this occurs every day. You know how rare it is? Because y'all done only gave me one name. Out of all these people y'all keep saying y'all got. So don't lie on me, Christopher Smith. Go ahead. I think it's evil that you keep picking on these people that ain't bothering you for y'all political gain. That's evil.
Y'all using that community as a whipping tool, basically.
Go ahead.
Well, anyway, like I said, he said he knew people that work in the organization. Like I said, I believe him because it's 2026. You'd be surprised who you know works well and could get information when they need to get it. You don't have to be a legitimate reporter from a accredited organization to get information to break news. So I'm going to believe you. But he said, I'm trying to find it, because he said that harassment situation harassed Caitlyn. And Caitlyn asked to keep it quiet, and Brianna Turner betrayed her trust. If that's the case, I wish Brianna Turner wouldn't have did it. But this is where I got the problem with you, Christmas Smith. The one problem I got with you, when you said that, right? What was that same energy when Sophie Cunningham was speaking on the Wanabana situation? Y'all ain't tell her to keep quiet. I'm telling y'all ain't tell Sophie Cunningham to keep quiet to speak on the Wanabana situation. Or, let's keep it real, to speak on Angel's situation. She spoke on Angel business about what was going on in her locker room. She ain't had no inside source on that situation, at least for what I know publicly. She spoke on Angel's situation. And she spoke on the Wanabana situation. Y'all ain't telling Sophie Cunningham to shut her mouth and eat her food. But no, you want Brianna Turner to shut her mouth when it comes to your fave and her situation. One, if it really happened to her, I hope she get the help that she needs. Because no woman should go through that. But y'all cannot pick and choose who should be quiet when it comes to what they should speak on when it comes to certain situations. If you're going to be like that across the board. Don't be like that only towards certain people or certain situations. That's not fair. Be consistent. Don't tell certain people to speak on stuff when they know it could be a financial incentive for them to speak on certain things. But when it's something that could be, what you say, taboo or even radioactive, all of a sudden you want people to follow the code of the streets and do no snitching. Nah, you can't do that. That's where you lose me there. But I hope she did not go through that. But if she did, I hope she got the help that she needs. But I'm not going to fault being an attorney for speaking on something. When Sophie Cunningham was speaking on Angel's situation, more than once, may I add, and she spoke on the Wanda Bond situation last year. So if you won't tell Breonna Taylor to shut up, tell Sophie Cunningham to shut the hell up too. Because neither person should be speaking on a situation that don't involve them personally. Do you agree or disagree with that, Keisha? If you disagree, please let me know. And hey, I will sit back and listen and hear your perspective.
No, what old boy, what the boss always said. I don't know why we can't just keep the main thing the main thing. There's so much things going on inside of these organizations. Talking about for the W, which we
Mm-hmm.
just returning just kind of articulated. And guess what is not an issue. Transgender is not an issue, but
No,
sexual harassment is.
quite a bit.
And for some reason, Sophie Cunningham is out here talking about transgender
Mm-hmm.
when somebody on her own team is getting harassed.
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense.
Not only that, Sophie Cunningham never spoke on what was said in that lawsuit either that contained her situation.
I bet you any money she has been harassed.
Yes, 100%.
And she's out here talking about trans. That's why I know it's disingenuous. Because she essentially shut up and dribbled
Yes,
while her teammate was being harassed
yes,
and wanted to protect the organization over that person.
yes.
So I lose respect for you. That's it. Y'all can have respect for her, but use your platform for things that actually help things around people that are around you that you claim you care about.
Keisha, it's a grift. It is a grift, Keisha. That's what it is. It is a grift. She make money speaking on people phobias. That's what it is. It's a
Hmm.
phobia.
I got you. Hmm.
She making money off that. I just named what she all get. What she getting? She
Hmm.
got her own shoe deal. She a 6 man. She got a shoe deal before Nafisa Collier. She got a shoe deal before Paige Beckers.
Hmm.
She got a shoe deal before Olivia Miles.
I know.
She got a shoe deal before Aaliyah Boston. She
Yes.
got a shoe deal before Kiki Afrin.
Hmm.
She got a shoe deal before Ryan Howard.
Yep.
She got a shoe deal before Asa Fudd.
Ridiculous.
She got a shoe deal before Gabby Williams.
Ridiculous.
She got a shoe deal before Fly J.
It's craziness. Stop it, Duvall.
She got a shoe deal before Jackie Young. She's a multi-time Olympian Hall of Famer. Multi-time All-Star. She finna be Olympian again. No shoe deal. But Sophie Cunningham got a shoe deal. Why? Because she speak on phobias that has the Americans talking and scared.
They scared of transgender children that's less than 1% of the population. So that means like my son graduated from a school with 500 kids in it. Yes, Duvall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
561 kids. So that means 1% is what? Five of them is trans.
Mm-hmm.
And if those five trans even participate in sports. So we just gonna be out here and say, oh yeah, we're gonna go with 100% of the trans of the five.
Mm.
Maybe it's probably less than 1% of them
Mm.
participate in sports. So we gonna talk about one or two people
Mm.
out of the 561.
Mm. Keisha, I'm
And
gonna take.
and
Go ahead.
each I'm just gonna say this, and local government has guardrails in, like Coach Reeve says, they have guardrails in place for this stuff. If they gonna let them compete, they let them compete. If they don't, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on your state.
Yes.
Why is this a national thing?
I'm gonna answer that question, Keisha. I'm glad you asked that. It's the same reason why these national news stations, when it comes to negative situations as far as unliving people among other things, why they always show black people. Even though the statistics say Caucasian Americans commit more unaliving other people than any other race. But on the news, you always see who? Black people. Because they speak it to a phobia of their audience. That keeps their audience engaged. That keeps them aware. That keeps them paranoid. And that's the same thing with this trans situation. Speaking on trans situations that rarely happen, keeps their audience engaged. Keep their audience paranoid. And to answer your one question, my brother, I don't got to say your name.
Do Aaliyah Boston have a signature shoe? I thought she
No,
just,
she don't.
She just puts her name on a shoe, right?
No, she don't got signature shoe. She just, I think she under Adidas, but she don't even got signature shoe yet. No. And they said
what she got is like, I think y'all confusing signature shoe with brand deals. She got a brand deal with Adidas.
Yeah.
But she wear their shoes.
Yeah, Paige got a brand deal with Nike, but don't have a shoe.
They don't have signature shoes.
Juju got a brand deal with Nike, don't have a shoe.
She don't have a shoe.
Asia Wilson got a shoe.
Yeah, Asia has a shoe.
Angel Reese got a shoe.
She got a shoe. Caitlyn has a shoe.
Sabrina got a shoe. Then all 4 people got a shoe. And Sophie Cunningham got a shoe. And yes, Sophie Cunningham is a role player. But she shouldn't be getting shoes over people that's more popular than her. Juju is more popular than Sophie Cunningham. I promise you that. Paige is more popular than Sophie Cunningham. I promise you that. Florida is more popular than Sophie Cunningham. I promise you that. They don't got shoes. They don't. But she got a shoe because she got an audience that's cult-like, that she piggyback off the person who is the most popular because of their political agenda. So y'all can keep playing with yourself all you want to with the wordplay and everything else. But me and Keisha, we got things to do. And we finna wrap this up. We'll see y'all Sunday. Like I said, we ain't need to get to our other topic because, like I said, this really dominated it. It was a good discussion. I'm glad to have it. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, it can be emotionally draining.
Duvall, it is emotionally draining. I just don't think people understand. Them trans kids are kids too. I mean, tell them, yeah, they can compete, or no, they can't compete, goddammit. Then that's be the end of it. This ain't no national catastrophe. My only point is, it's not no national catastrophe. They act like they about to be overrun.
You know what the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to be done with this. You know what the sad part is, Keisha? This is how empathetic, this is how heartless, mean-spirited, and dumb, stupid, and illiterate somebody like a Sophie Cunningham is when it comes to speaking on situations that she don't have enough education on. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by this.
Go ahead.
By her speaking on this, does she know she putting transgenders in danger? These people, for the most part, mind their own business. They ain't doing commercials. They ain't on PSAs. nothing. Just minded their own business. But by speaking on these people's phobias in the United States of America, you putting these people in danger. But now y'all don't want to have that conversation, right?
Yeah, because they, they are 1% like devolved.
Mm-hmm.
But in this country, we love picking on minorities. So I
Yeah.
guess I guess it's what we do.
Yeah.
You know, it's it moves the needle in this country, picking on you know groups that don't have the numbers.
Yeah, we have a bully mentality here in the United
We
States of
like to
America.
bully people. That's not in the majority.
Yeah,
Makes us feel better about ourselves.
of course.
And then the people that stand up for them, they call them woke.
Yes.
I get it.
Or, in the case of Paige, Wigger lover.
Oh yeah. She invited to the cookout.
Yeah.
We just love her just because she's tried to stand up for people that is marginalized. It's okay. So America wants to act like and play like they want to be heroes, but they don't really want to be heroes because heroes look out for people who has less than them. That's what heroes do.
People that we supposed to be calling heroes be the ones that killing us, police officers. But nah, we ain't gonna have that conversation. Let's wrap this up, Keisha. You know what I'm saying? We went a lot farther in this conversation than we should have.
We don't want to go down this road because then we start talking about mentalities that have been passed down from generation to generation to generation, and we still got this superiority
Complex,
and everybody wants to be a part of the superior, community. They don't want to be in part of what they deem the inferior community. No.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just say this: if y'all got any more comments on this situation, just make a comment in the comment box, and we'll read it and respond to you there. Cause like I said, we said enough. So like I said, just put your comment in the comment box after the show. Hype the video.
Hold on. I did want to say I looked up A.B. Hernandez. The girl.
Yes.
That was doing the trans. They said there were several people. I seen A.B. Hernandez and I seen the Laura girl. I don't even know if they gave me 20. Maybe they gave me 5. I don't know Duvall. But Duvall, my point is still valid.
Yep.
It's less than 1%.
Like I said again, if y'all got any more comments on the situation, comment on after the video. Put in the comment box. We'll respond to you there. I'm emotionally drained.
You drained?
I'm drained. I'm telling you.
This topic.
Yeah, I've been telling you. We spoke on this lot longer than we should have. I told you I'm emotionally drained. But we
Duvall.
Yes.
We emotionally drained, and we are both from the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
I'm a Louisiana girl. Trust me. Y'all got my mama, Bible Belt person, feeling bad. Like, why do they keep bringing up the people? I don't like what they do, but damn, Keisha, why they keep messing with them people? I don't know, mama.
So like I said again,
we out. And I'm talking about, I'm from the Bible Belt.
I just said respond in the comments after the show. We'll respond back to you then. But right now we spoke for an hour on this subject.
Oh, they say Sophie she got a PE.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's still a lot more than what other people I just named.
Look, she got.
So either way, she still got her shoe. It might not be her own signature shoe. She got a shoe if it's a PE or not. All the other people I named don't got PE.
I just want to know, how does a role player get a PE? Name me a person that averaged 8 9 points a game for their whole career. They got a PE. Somebody in the chat do that before we go.
We better hope she don't have an HPV.
Shut up. Just answer me that question. Who do you? Does anybody ring a bell, Devon?
Not for no PE.
What
Oh,
role player in the NBA has a PE?
the closest I can name in another sport
Hmm.
that probably would be comparable to her was Anna Kournikova,
Tennis.
who was a average to below average tennis player,
Uh-huh.
but because she looked like a model, she was a lot more famous than she should have
Cause
been.
she was pretty. Gotcha.
Yes.
Hmm.
And then she I think she ended up dating what's the guy, the Enrique or something like that, one of those
Mm.
Hispanic singers, and she have a kid with him and stuff. But she became a model at some point because the tennis thing wasn't working. But that's
But
the
just,
closest I can name. But other than
I mean,
that,
in the NFL, name me somebody who's not a starter who got a signature cleat.
can't name one.
I,
E- Even Tim
I,
Tebow didn't have a signature shoe.
and he had a lot of fandom. I mean, he
He
had
was the
one good
Caleb
season. Yeah,
he was the Caleb Clark of football. Put it this way.
yeah. But y'all name me somebody that comes off the bench that got a shoe, a PE, or anything like that.
Mm-mm.
I can't think.
Not one
Y'all let me
person.
y'all let me know in the comments after on the replay. Y'all let me know a person that's a role player that comes off the bench that has a PE shoe or a signature or any kind of shoe.
Like I say, even if it's a PE shoe, that's still a lot more than the women that I named.
It's like
Cause,
mm-mm.
Cause none of those women that I named even got a PE shoe. They don't even got a PE shoe.
Oh, somebody said Bronny James. We
Maybe.
got a shoe.
I don't think so. Maybe he could piggyback off his dad's shoe. I don't know. His
I
dad.
don't know about that. Y'all might be right about that. That might.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I don't know. That could be
Le,
possible.
LeBron James. He could pick it off. He could pick it back off of LeBron James' shoe line, but
Yeah,
I don't know personally.
he picked it back he picked it back off it. Somebody was in the chat was real good. Bronny James does not have his own standard line. This is what AI say. Signature shoe line. Instead, he serves as the face of the budget friendly, not budget friendly.
Hmm.
Nike LeBron Witness line. I ain't
Oh, shoot!
what?
The only other person I could think of that had a shoe, but this person was a starter, but he wasn't a good starter.
Ooh.
That was remember the Lonzo Ball with the LeBron Ball brand.
They had their own company.
That's a shoe. That's a shoe, Keisha.
His daddy ran the company. You
But
crazy
hey,
motherfucker.
people bought them. Shannon Sharp and all them bought them. Marcelo White, they all bought them. Lil Boosie bought the shoe. They
They
all
said
bought the
that.
shoes.
They said that shoe was the worst shoe they ever put their foot in.
Yeah, yeah, and it took like so. That's why I said we gotta wrap this up.
I forgot about Lonzo, the Ball brothers. Everybody was trying to get them shoes, and then their whole foot went through the shoe.
Yeah,
I
Lonzo Ball messed up his knee and haven't recovered since because of that shoe.
gotta go, Chad. This getting crazy.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. This was a great discussion, chat. We'll have it. I'm pretty sure we'll have it again. Just be kind to people. It don't cost nothing to be kind, man.
Hmm.
It don't cost nothing to be kind. I told my ex at the time, Duval, because
Hmm.
he was all hyped for it. I like people that get their own stuff together. They get their own shoe. I'm a buy some of them shoes. Man, he ain't never get them shoes.
Nah, not at all.
All right.
Who got shoe with Skechers? Somebody got shoe with Skechers. Ain't that Jackie Young?
No, I thought there was. Oh, you talking about women?
Yeah, Skechers. Somebody got shoe with Skechers.
So why I want to say Rakia? Oh, is that Cambry?
I think it either Rakia or Jackie Young. I thought it was Jackie Young.
Sketches. No, who got them sketches?
Women's sportsman for Skechers.
No, Cambry got the New Balance.
Cambry got New Balance. But who got Skechers?
Somebody got them sketches. My mama swear about them sketches now. She buy them things every year. Rakia. She got
Okay. I know somebody got Skechers.
Rakia, Jackie Young, and Kiki Arafin.
But they don't got a shoe with Skechers. They just signed with it. Okay.
I think they just like a brand deal. You know what I mean? Like they promote.
Like Nisa Moore.
Yeah.
Homegirl looked out for her.
Yeah. I don't think they actually. She got a PE. Yeah, but Sophie Cunningham got her a PE. So you know.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to her. I ain't knocking the hustle. I'm just saying, you know, she's setting a precedent. That's all I'm saying.
She did. Keith, we 2.5 hours in. We gotta wrap this up.
I gotta go. I need dinner. Hey, chat. Thank y'all for being here for this discussion. Thank you for getting through it with us and not cussing us out. I apologize if we got real passionate, and because I was on the verge of cussing some people out, but the Lord pulled me back. So thank y'all for being here. I appreciate all you guys' views, as do my co-hosts. We don't always agree, but a lot of times we do. Mm-hmm. Let's get out of here, Devon.
Just leave the comments in the comment box after the show. We'll respond back.
All right. We out.
Peace.